A library has always been my passion. As you get older, you start to collect ideas. Throughout all my career, I have inspired my assistants to always carry a little booklet with them that you're going to put in the drawer when you go back home. That is your wealth, because all you need to do is go into your library, open the book, and you'll find your little treasure that is in there. I think the world is becoming more and more diverse, and I love this kind of interchange, of like masculine, feminine mixed, which creates this androgynous style. On this demo, what we're doing is something that is really, really special. It almost looks like veins throughout the hair with these beautiful colors created with Elumen. So the veins are created in this way, as I'm showing you. At the base, we just use water, and then we're going to fix it with a hairspray. You can incorporate them just by using the hairdryer, the diffuser, and a touch of extension glue. So this is something that you can do permanent or semi-permanent. It's up to you. When you look at the Sistine Chapel, when you look at the Leonardo da Vinci, who is my hero, most of the time they had angels, and I see angels as the most beautiful human beings. And for me, angels, they have no gender. For me, when you go and do a client in their environment, it's exciting because you're going to discover something new each time. But sometimes when we do photo shoot, we have to work in places like, for example, in the street where it's a bit dangerous. But hey, if you don't take risks, you're never going to move forward and discover something new. I am all for taking risks, and I like the challenge. So in this case, I wanted to create something that is really three-dimensional. The technique that we used is a bit like cubism, which I think it makes it look delicate but super bold and super different. Someone that obviously you're not going to miss it. The haircut, we've done kind of a weaving technique where you use this really large comb. You can use the razor, but you can slide into, just with the scissors. He starts with a geometric fringe, just really, really solid, bang-on fringe. And then the rest is just very loose and soft, and in this case we have very beautiful, long, healthy hair. As I was a little boy, my dad was a truck driver. We were 4 kids. My mom was looking after us, so to keep me busy, she would send me to my cousin's atelier. So I started learning how to make suits, how to make shirts. So I used to stitch stuff and just work as a tailor. So in this case, we have underhair mechanics, which means that there is 1 or 2 parts of the hair that is mechanically driven, and it will move into a different direction, and from something it will become something else. So it's almost like reversible. So what we've done here, we have colored the hair first, and then we colored a couple of wigs also, matching exactly in the same texture and the same color. We curl them around, and then we just create this amazing visual experience. And in this case, the model will have a little mirror here where the other model will just look at herself. And they will also make this little theatrical piece, which I've always loved theater and entertainment. With hair everywhere, it really shows you the possibility of combining art, architecture, fashion. It's going to bring you an emotion, and from an emotion, it becomes a feeling, and from a feeling, it becomes a piece of art. I've always been a big supporter of art, performance, fashion, and I love the fact that there is some people that they're so individual and so special. And for me to collaborate with people like the Elumen brothers, they represent to me beauty, art, fashion, and movement all in once. And I wanted to present it to you, this beautiful performance with this incredible hairstyles. So the technique is a short look. We're going to use the clippers. Personally, I always love freehand because I can work as a sculptor and I can create the shapes accordingly to, their face and the balance. But at the same time, I'm going to add something that brings the hair to another dimension. I've created these little combs, you can call them. They have this old technique that has a pin inside, and you just weave the hair around the pin in like a figure of 8. This is something that has been created to create big volume in his hair, but in this case I just love to leave them the way they are and just not open it, and we just color the tips of the metal the same way, so it creates this little spiky, a bit mischievous kind of cool look. Elumen is creating this vibe. They look almost like neon, and especially when they're in the dark, they just still glow, and I love that. I feel like I am a student. I want to be a student too. I don't want to be a master. And I want to be a student for life, because the destination sometimes scares me. To me, it's like an end. And I love so much this profession and what we do that I don't want it to end. So I just want to be a student for life.